Ever since 2019 there's been only AirPods in my life, because other headphones didn't exist for me. Then I got Sony XM5s instead of AirPods Max, and it got me thinking, can I get something better and cheaper than AirPods Pro? So I've been testing these SoundPeats for a few weeks now, and I'm gonna share my experience and decide if AirPods finally have a worthy low-cost rival. Before AirPods, I had a bunch of cheap headphones, some were even wireless. They were okay, nothing crazy. But when I bought AirPods, they rocked my world. The sound, the ANC, the ease of use. These are the things I'm looking for in earphones. I want them to have good ANC, sound nice, and be easy to use. So with this in mind, I hesitated to stray off course and buy non-Apple earphones. AirPods Pro 2 were just as good as first gen, but I eventually gave them to my little bro and stayed on first gen Pros. I'll pop this in and keep recording. The earphones come in a simple box. Earphones on top, cable and silicone tips in these small compartments on the sides. The case of these SoundPeats doesn't scream premium. It's plastic, matte, with a metal hinge and a small LED. The design is quite stylish, but you will probably mess up opening them for the first time. This whole thing is a lid, and earphones are almost fully open here. Personally, I would prefer them to just stick in like AirPods do, but after opening the lid a couple times, I've gotten used to the movement. As for the buds themselves, the finish is glossy with bronze accents. They are pretty lightweight. I wouldn't call them premium either, but they don't feel cheap. Sturdy, well-made earbuds. The shape is very similar to the one from AirPods. Same angles, same dimensions, and they fit equally well. If I shake my head violently, they stay in place. I did a few gym sessions in these and they didn't budge. They also have an IPX5 water resistance rating, so sweat or rain aren't a problem. Now, connecting them is super easy. You obviously don't get fancy pop-ups like with AirPods, so you just go to Settings, Bluetooth and pair them, 5 seconds tops. These have Bluetooth 5.4 and the connection is really strong. They even support multi-point, so I can keep them connected to my laptop and phone at the same time. That's something AirPods don't actually do, outside of Apple's own auto-switching. But to actually adjust the settings, you need an app. I wasn't expecting much, but it turned out to be all the things you get with AirPods, just in an app. A 10-band EQ, adaptive EQ that tests your hearing, customizable controls, ANC modes, even a gaming mode with low latency. It's nice that I could actually tailor the sound and features to how I use them. The only weird thing is that when cycling ANC modes, you're forced to go through off instead of skipping straight between ANC and transparency. And guys, I really need your help. YouTube is my only job now, so please subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment. Every little thing helps. It's really gonna help my channel grow. Now, the sound is very subjective, and to me, the Air 5 Pro sound good, really good for the price. The bass is strong, the highs are bright, and the vocals sit warm in the middle. If you like bass-heavy music, these are really fun to listen to. On iPhone, they use AAC, same as AirPods, but on Android, they support LDAC and aptX lossless, so you can actually get higher quality wireless audio. That's something AirPods don't even offer, though I don't have an Android phone to test it out. But trust me, if we did a blind test, you wouldn't even notice where are the AirPods and where are the SoundPeats. I find AirPods to be more balanced and natural sounding, which is nice for long listening. The SoundPeats are more exciting. They are not as accurate, but they still make music feel lively. As for the ANC and transparency, Apple still wins here. They cancel more types of noise and handled wind better. But the Air 5 Pro do a solid job and are actually better than my first gen Pros in some cases. They cut out low rumble, reduce chatter, and once the music starts playing, most of the outside world disappears. Transparency mode works too, and it's better than most competitors have. It's not as natural as Apple's, but you can have a proper conversation without taking the earbuds out. You won't feel latency or distortions. It's a good transparency mode. But what really surprised me was the microphone quality. I'm used to people not hearing a word I say when I call with AirPods in, but everyone noticed I switched to new earbuds. There are 3 mics in each bud, same as in AirPods, but the way they are tuned here is somewhat better. The wind is still the worst enemy, but most of the time you do sound decent. After using them for a while, I understood that these SoundPeats aren't trying to rival AirPods Pro. They're going against the AirPods 4, and these are still twice the price. The ANC in those is weaker, the features are similar to SoundPeats, but the overall bang for the buck is definitely better with Air 5 Pro. Battery life is another thing where SoundPeats are better than AirPods. I get around 7.5 hours on one charge without ANC, 5.5 hours with it, and about 37 hours total with a case. Plus the fast charge. 10 minutes of charge gives you 2 hours of use, and it's more than AirPods. There's no wireless charging, but I don't really need it. For $79, the Air 5 Pro give me more EQ control than Apple, better battery life, solid ANC, and a sound signature that I sometimes actually prefer. They don't replace my AirPods, those are still my daily drivers, especially for calls and the ecosystem. But the SoundPeats became my fun earbuds, the ones I grab when I want that bass punch or when I don't want to risk dropping $250 buds on the pavement. And yeah, there are missing features. No in-ear detection so they don't pause when you take them out, no wireless charging, no seamless Apple switching, no spatial audio or head tracking. That's where you notice the price difference, but they cost 1/3 of the AirPods, don't forget that. So are they the AirPods Pro killers? If you are welded into Apple's world, probably not. You'll keep your AirPods for convenience and you'll justify the price because Apple sprinkled magic dust on them. But if you're just looking for earbuds that sound good, have legit ANC and don't make your wallet cry, whether you're on Android or iPhone, then yes, absolutely. And that's the part that stings as an Apple fan, because the SoundPeats Air 5 Pro prove that great audio, great ANC and great features don't have to cost $250. They can cost $79 or less if you can catch a coupon. So yeah, call them what you want, budget buds, hidden gems, AirPods Pro killers, but for me they're gonna be a great buy. I'll leave a link to check them out in the description. See you in the next one.